football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So Akron's offense starts in less than ideal field position off that poor return. Of the Cotton Bowl in modern times have become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this of course is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
And there's the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the grab. It's Wolf. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. The Zips come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Wolf. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Tight end goes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Seventh play now, the opening drive, but it's third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They'll kick it away here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The SMU Mustangs offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Press coverage now from the secondary. A quick throw out left, complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And they'll run it with the draw play. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. And the Mustangs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And then first down, right back to the running game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Mustangs looking to keep this drive rolling.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Handoff from the shotgun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He'll take it now, but not before he makes the first down. The Mustangs are in the red zone now. The offense with some pre-snap motion. He'll hand it off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. They bring the heat, and the blitz works. They've got him. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 34-yard try. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. That's surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Here comes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Under pressure, just lets it go. And the pass ball is incomplete. They took a downfield shot in the final play of the opening quarter. And Kirk, it's SMU with the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down. And the Zips hustle to the line to run that hurry out.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Pulls it in. It's Wolf. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wolf. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. The Zips come to the line to start a fresh set of day. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security. Single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit. That's what caused the fumble.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. The shotgun running play call. Running with purpose.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Ponies. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. The Akron offense back out on the field now. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. It's a fumble. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. And the wideout goes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Completion to the left on fourth down. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. And the Zips look to keep this drive moving.
Gutsy call to go for it.
And now it's fumbled. What a decision. The offense recovers it. They maintain possession, but lose a bunch of yards.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. He did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. It's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
That's a 1st and 5 after that defensive penalty. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The Zips will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. They're going to run it. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Give it to the back again. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it for a big gain. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain moves the ball to the 15-yard line. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Hand it off for a draw. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. They move to 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Snags the quick throw. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So it's 1st down, but they'll just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the 2nd half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable 2nd half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. And a chance right away here in the 2nd half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. He shreds the tackle. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. The Mustangs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Back in motion now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, SMU. Just right.
machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run and pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. And here's the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage. Offense in hurry-up mode. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wolf. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. And the Zips pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Motion now from the tight end. Ball handed off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The Zips looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. And the Zips line up on 1st and 10.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Grab behind the line. It's Allen. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Third down, out of the shotgun. Pass caught, can he get in? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Zips will crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And Kirk, it's SMU with the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? We've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the run here. Lets it go. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Akron. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk. It's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows if they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, but you got to be careful of being too conservative, because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Boy, this offensive line is so caught up in making sure that they're accounting for the defensive line. Nobody sees the inside linebacker. He comes home with a blitz and gets the sack.
And the Mustangs will line up to boot it away. And the ball is away from his own end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Trying to run, it's Hawkins. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Zips come to the line in a hurry-up. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Same tailback, another carry. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Second down and goal upcoming. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? Defense has got the football.
Well, you're trailing in a game like this. An opportunity in the red zone at the very least to get a field goal, hopefully a touchdown. The most important aspect is ball security. You've got to take care of the football, and instead, they cost themselves a possession.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on.
Caught for a big gain. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Mustangs. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the returner will be brought down. The Akron offense back out on the field now. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounced back from that right away. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Zips will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
The defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Trying to extend the play. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Zips will line up here on 1st down and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips. So here we go. 4th quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And The SMU offense is back out on the field now. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Got him, he's sacked.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Mustangs will send their punt team onto the field. One option, they could take a safety here. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Handoff running right. Goes backwards, lose.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short gain. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
4th down now, and defensively, you know, you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. Here's a 1st down, not wasting any time after that conversion on 4th.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll scramble for a 1st down and, importantly, get out of bounds to stop the clock. That's a smart play.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a 1st down and get out of bounds.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the defense says not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And it's second down and goal now for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. Touchdown, accurate to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Man, this defensive coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was give him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.